What's up everybody, Femods here with another review slash how-to. Today we will look at one of my favorite upgrades that you can apply on your Gunpla, metal etching upgrades. I will show you how to apply them and the astonishing results you get after using them. Let's not wait any longer and dive right into it. If you've been model building for some time now, you might have heard of metal etching. If you haven't, then you might want to stick around because you're in for a treat. When I started building, I came across metal etching here and there. I didn't know what it was and what the purpose was of using etching parts. It looked fascinating but scary at the same time. I didn't know what to do with it and it looked extremely hard to work with. But I figured why not attempt it myself after some research. So, what are etching parts? Etching parts, also known as photo etch, are tiny metal parts made by a photochemical process from a sheet of thin metal. Because of the high precision that is used in producing the parts, you can almost get any shape possible. Therefore, when looking at Gunpla etching parts, you get parts for almost every part of the body, depending on what kind of set or brand you bought the parts from. The purpose of etching is to give your Gunpla a more realistic look, and if you know me by now, that's what we are in for. Custom is the way. Your Gunpla is based on an 18 meter tall mechanical robot, so it would make sense to add some real metal to your kit. In front of me I have an etching upgrade set made by SH Studio that I got from Zeonmarket. And if you don't know Zeonmarket, then you should definitely check them out. They are specialized in customizing your Gunpla and sell all kinds of awesome upgrade kits, like resin kits, metal parts and plastic parts to make your Gunpla go to the next level. So check them out, the link is in the description. This etching upgrade set is made for the Zaku MS6R. I'm going to use it for my Psycho Zaku that I'm currently working on. For this video I'll be working on the legs, but everything demonstrated in this video can of course be applied to all the body parts of your mobile suit. So what do you need to apply photo etch? You need your sheet of sweet metal parts, some super glue, preferably a gel type, something pointy to apply the glue with like skewers or a needle, I'll be using this little tool. Tweezers to pick up the parts, and if you're working with etching parts that are still stuck to the metal edges of the sheet, I highly recommend getting a special nipper to cut the parts out of the frame. More on this in a minute. The SH Studio metal upgrades come in a small sturdy map. On the front you can see a picture of the Zaku and some text. On the back you can see everything that this package contains, and as you can see it's quite a lot. You can get this upgrade for around 20 euros, and believe me if I say it's worth it. Inside we can find the etching parts and a little manual lookbook. The booklet is a really nice addition to the package. It contains high quality pictures and shows you what goes where. All parts are numbered like the parts on a runner. Here you can already see how cool and detailed your Gunpla will be after applying the parts. In the back you find an image showing you all the numbers for every part of the set. And then of course you got your metal sheet with etching parts. This set contains a sheet that is sandwiched in between two plastic sheets. The reason for this is that this set is already cut out of the frame for you. You will see this with more recent metal sets, as it makes it easier for the builder to get the parts out of the sheet. You can imagine with a sheet as thin as this, you have a chance of bending or damaging the parts when cutting them out of the frame. And that is why I highly recommend buying a scissor or cutter specially made for photo etch when you are dealing with parts still stuck to the sheet. But since that's not the case with this one, I'll be showing you how to work with this type of sheet. So let's get to work. First, locate the place where you want the etch to be. Make sure the area is clean and wipe it with something like a wet cloth. Locate your etching parts. With this kit we can use the lookbook to locate the correct part. Once the part is located, make sure which side is what. Most parts have a more detailed side, which is the part you don't want to glue. Check the size of your part and go back to your kit. Apply some glue where the part will sit. With the right glue you don't need a lot. You want to avoid risking the glue to go over your parts and ruining them. Peel the plastic from your sheet, but don't remove it completely. You want to cover the rest of the parts after you remove the part you're going to glue. Take the part with your tweezers and carefully place the parts at the designated location. You can gently press the parts but avoid scratching them. The metal is soft and will scratch easily. Some parts are meant to be bent, like these parts around the thrusters. To do this you will need a steel ruler or something similar to hold the part in place. You can also get something like a flat beak to do this. Get something sharp and sturdy to make the bend on the other end of the part. A lot of photo etch parts already have bending lines engraved by the fabricator. Place the part so that the bend will be at the spot described in your manual. You won't need much force to make the bend. The metal is soft and thin, so gently lift the metal part and make the bend. Now proceed as described before. Add glue and attach the part gently. Some people prefer to paint their metal parts, which is completely fine. However, painting metal parts are a bit different from what you might be used to with plastic. Make sure you use a primer made for photo etch, like Metal Primer by Tamiya. These primers stick better to metals and are then paintable with the paint you are used to. But since I like the metal look, we skip that step and continue applying all the metal parts with the magic of a time lapse. And that's it. Enjoy your upgraded Gunpla with photo etch parts. And if you're new to photo etch and are watching this video, I hope to have shown you that it's easier than you think. If you're into customizing kits or want to start customizing your kits, this is one of the first steps to get your Gundam to the next level. Now, the last step in your instruction manual is to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be the first to see my next video. Follow me on Instagram to see the progress on my latest build. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.